Hey there, James back once again. Sorting out some computer issues. I was actually hoping to use my main computer for this. Then I can have all the nice words up on the screen and everything that I wanted to actually say as we're going along. That said, so today is day 10 for me of this clean eating journey, and you're feeling pretty good. Something happened last night, though, and I shared this online. I'll share it on the video right now. Something happened last night where basically what was going on was I was having really intense cravings. I was missing some food. I had one hamburger, lettuce wrap, onion, tomato, all good. Some special low-calorie, low-sugar salad dressing that I can put on top of it. That was all good. And by the way, you know, when you go around and you buy burgers and you have them for supper, when you're on a ketogenic diet, which is what I'm on, and you're wanting to cut out that sugar, you wanting to cut out that fat, or mainly the carbs. Actually, it's mainly the carbs. There's a lot of good stuff that you can actually have, and I want to make sure that you know you're not limited. My big thing was I'm limiting myself to 8 ounces of protein a day based on meat. So as I'm limiting myself to 8 ounces of protein a day, I have to be really careful. You know, when it comes to nighttime, I have a burger, and that burger is just under 3 ounces of meat. Well, I have one, and I'm looking at that, and normally I would have another one, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I need more. I was so hungry. I was so frustrated with myself. But you have to keep in mind this, okay? You're on a journey for a reason. And that reason is maybe for health reasons. Maybe you're doing a ketogenic diet or you're getting rid of the sugar and things like that because your health depends on it. You know, mine was basically my journey to prove that I could do this. I help people all the time. In my therapy practice, I'm always helping people to lose weight, to stay focused, if they're going into competition, just to get that competitive edge. And so I thought to myself, you know, I got to be able to do that myself. And this whole journey is really about me practicing what I preach and sharing that forward. Now, that said, I am down 10 pounds on this, so I'm 10 days in, down 10 pounds. I think that's absolutely fantastic. And I'm a little bit healthy, aside from the fact that my one eye looks a little weird. I think I've got a sty here. Maybe it's something I picked up in the swimming in the river the other day. Who knows? But anyway, overall, health is doing great. And that's what this whole venture is all about. You have to have that health, but you also have to have the plan. Now, something interesting happens, and when it comes to making healthy changes like this, as well as changes, so for example, if you wanted to quit smoking, if you had some weight to lose, there is around day 8, 9, and 10, that little thing that comes up where your brain just gets tired of forcing this whole thing to happen, where you just want to say, fire truck it. You know, that F-U-C-K word, I won't say here. And that's a natural thing. That's your brain saying, listen, we're so used to doing this. We're so used to having the junk food. We're so used to doing what we want. We just want to get back to that. Well, you know what? I went through that last night. One of the best things I could do for myself was actually just step away from the food. Now, I had my burger, which was fantastic, but basically what it did was it just told me I wanted more. So, put it down. I had another lettuce wrap, which is veggies in it, and so unlimited lettuce you can have on this. You can have up to 4 cups of tomatoes a week, and if you're counting, maybe half a cup of tomatoes with regards to this meal that I was having last night. And some fresh onion, not cooked onion, but fresh onion, and some sautéed mushrooms. Everything gets measured out. That said, after I had my meat portion, I then continued to have 2 or 3 more of the lettuce wraps with the other veggies in it. Now, at that point, I was satiated, but I'm still looking at those hamburgers sitting in front of me saying, man, do I want to have more? Okay, best thing I could do for myself at that time, and maybe you go through this too, step away from the table. You're at day 9. You've already had fantastic gains. But how often do we know that, so for example, maybe you went through it. Maybe another friend went through it. Maybe you've had a plan to lose some weight and you thought, yeah, I'm going to make this happen. And you get a week into it and you say, it's not worth it. You know what? It is worth it. Your health is worth it. It just takes more of that determination, and it takes more of that planning. So I want to show you something in just a couple of minutes that you can utilize to help you through this. Now, first of all, when I said I walked away from it, yeah, I finished eating. I drank a little water, and generally, if you have a water bottle like this, Costco has them pack of 3 for under $20, I believe. And I've got some water flavoring in it that is all basically consistent with the program that I'm on. You want to know how much water you're drinking, and I'm drinking actually still about 6 liters of water a day. A little bit of a problem at night, but I'm kind of working my way through it. Hydration is good, especially when it's this hot out. I'm eating the water, drinking the water, having the food. The water helps to fill you up. And funny thing, if you didn't know this, our bodies don't know the difference between when we're actually full and when we're actually dehydrated or thirsty. So one thing you can do is always, have a couple of cups of water, half a liter of water with every meal, and that will really help you out. So there I was full. I could tell my stomach was full. I haven't been eating as much as I used to. So now I'm just sort of saying, you know what, these cravings are driving me nuts. I don't know what it is. I'm going to step away from the table. So I just pushed back from it, and I went down to my office and I made myself busy working on some client work with some people, and just basically doing the things that I needed to do to shift my focus from that hamburger that was right in front of me over to something that was healthier, keeping the goal in mind. And here's a couple of things that you can do to keep the goal in mind. First and foremost, if you've got a weight loss goal now, unofficially, I already know I am under 200 pounds unofficially. Now, I don't go back and get weighed by my coach until next Monday, but I did cheat a little bit and looked at the scale in the house, and I know that not all scales are the same, but it did say under 200, so, it's the Wonder World Club, I guess that's what it is. I'll find out more next week, and I'm really curious to see about the measurements and everything like that. I am noticing a huge difference on my stomach. I'm noticing a huge difference the way my clothing fits. So here I am, day 10. Things are going better. It's the focus you need to maintain. Anyone that's following along with this, and I see, I get lots of great comments from people, and please keep those up. Some people I'm involved with through Kinsman and Kinets that are doing exceptionally well. Others who, are on this great journey. Tobias, for example, who is over 120 days doing a clean drinking sort of thing. You hadn't had alcohol in that long. I'm now 41 days alcohol free, and it's a great choice. Now, once again, my journey. Not here to preach about it. But let me give you some solutions to some issues you're having. If you're on this thing too and you really want to make something great happen for yourself, give yourself that constant reinforcement. One of those things can be, maybe you take that mirror in your room and you write on that mirror, I am enough, or I am healthy, or I am lean, I can do it. Write down those affirmations and make sure those affirmations come in the words in the form of I ams. Hi, puppy, how are you? Yeah, so I got my little dog in the room, little Lacey in the room, and she wants my attention, so she'll have to wait. Hopefully it won't get too bad before we're done here. So, I am enough. Now, one of the things that I talk with my people about, and even on the 6-phase guided meditation that is available free on my Facebook page, for those of you that are watching live, you can kind of back up and check out some of the other videos from earlier this week, and also download the 6-phase guided meditation. By the way, as a way of giving back, I want to make any tracks that you can utilize to help your focus. I want to make those available to you free of charge. So if I've got something that I've already made up, let me email it to you. Just drop me a note, send me a personal message here with your email address, and as long as it can handle files of around 25 megs, let me give that to you as a gift, because I want to see you do really, really well. Really well. So as you're doing really well, you're going to do great on this. Now, so that my puppy doesn't be too loud here, a couple other things you can do too. So you're writing on the mirror, I am enough. One of the other things you can do with that too to keep your focus is actually having those constant affirmations around and that daily dialogue that goes along with it. One of the reasons why people fail when they're on programs like this is because they allow themselves the excuse to digress. I went through this last night when I was talking with one of my stop smoking clients, and he said, yeah, I got frustrated and I was mad at this, mad at that, so I just went out and bought a pack of smokes. And I said to him, well, why? And he said, well, because I could, because I was angry. And then all the excuses start coming in. So make sure you keep this in mind. This is not something we're doing for these 10 days or for these 6 weeks or for this life. Your success in this is not going to be measured by how well you do in this time. Remember, I'm on my journey as a lifestyle change. like I said before, it was 41 days ago that I decided, that's it for the alcohol. And now 10 days of clean eating. The results are coming along quite nicely. I'm feeling really great. For those of you maybe that have known me for a while, maybe you see a little bit of difference in my face. Maybe if you go back and look at the video from day 3, you see a little bit of difference there. Who knows? Really hard for me to tell, just simply because, you know what? I'm way too close to this. Now, other reinforcements you can do. There's one simple technique that I really like, and it involves your fingers, just like this. Everybody's got a favorite number. Maybe you can think about your favorite number right now. When you're having a craving issue, now, whether this is for sugars, maybe you're trying to get rid of the pop. Another friend of mine, Little Red, who's having issues with pop and chips, this is a great one for her too. You take your fingers and thumb, touch them together, think of your favorite number, just take a nice deep breath in. Bring yourself into the moment of now. Because when you bring yourself into the moment of now and thinking of your favorite number as you breathe out, you're going to find that you feel much better. Cravings and everything, they're all things that happen out there. When people fall off the wagon, whether it's for smoking, for sugar, for pop addiction, for anything like that, and even for myself with that hamburger that I just really wanted to have, I got to bring myself back to my focus. Finger touch, just like that, think of my favorite number, and just breathe. Because in that moment of now, you slow everything down, you realize everything's going to be okay. And you're going to be okay too. I love that people are sharing with me, and I'm really impressed too, because a lot of the people that I'm connected with on Facebook now are sharing their personal journeys, putting up pictures of themselves from maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, and showing how they've done so incredibly well. That is absolutely fantastic. And as a community of people here on Facebook and sharing these things, I think that gives us a lot of really, really great support. So the more that we can do that for each other, the better off we're going to be as a whole. I'm going to keep moving forward with this. I hope that you'll continue to join me. As I move forward, and even in these first 10 days, I've learned some really, really valuable lessons. One of them is that, you know what? Yeah, it takes a lot of challenge to stay the course. Now, as a therapist, I've put myself above other people, and I've said, well, I'm too good for that. And now I look at it and I go, yeah, you know what? When you're in the trenches, it makes a huge difference. So for anyone that's on that journey, I mean, my heart goes out to you. For my Facebook friends and friends in general who have made these changes happen, who've really stuck to it, you know what? My proverbial hat is off to you. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Hoping to be doing some interviews in the next little while here to kind of convey that a little bit more. Make sure you follow along with these videos. There'll be more helpful tips coming along. And one thing that I want to make available to you too, as I go through hashtag my journey, this is actually going to become one of my presentations. So if you have a group of people that you kind of want to maybe get some inspiration going to, drop me a personal line, let me know, and maybe we can get together and I can share with you my experience, and I can share with you some of the pitfalls and things that I've come across, and I can share with you, one of the great things about this too is that I have all these Facebook friends and associates, colleagues, all sharing with me how they've gone through it, and what they've done, and maybe they did it earlier this year, or maybe they did it a couple of years ago, or maybe they're doing it right now, or maybe they just decided to do it right now because they've seen something like this. They're sharing their experiences with us and with me, and what I'd like to do is share those with you, because I think as far as our knowledge base is concerned, we can learn so much. I hope that you keep on learning, and I hope that you keep on following along with these live broadcasts. I will be back with you again tomorrow. I'll have a post before the end of today. A couple of more munchies to go. So if I can help you out with any of my audio tracks, I have craving and release tracks, I have focusing tracks, I have confidence tracks. All you need to do is just send me a personal message through Facebook Messenger, and let me know what your email address is. I would love to help you out. I'm all about paying it forward. This is my journey. If it helps you, and you can help me by sharing some stuff with me, I would really love it. I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. And as you're preparing for the weekend, by the way, if you're going out barbecuing, camping, doing anything like that, and you're on this clean eating protocol, this ketogenic diet, by all means, plan ahead. I'm going to be out in Tabor at the Mud Bog event out in Tabor. I'm going to be emceeing that. And what I'm going to be doing there is I will be packing my own stuff because, of course, they're going to have ice cold beer. They're going to have great burgers, and I can't eat any of that. But I have a plan, and I'll do great with that. And can I sit and share with people and have the things that I'm going to eat there? Absolutely. Maybe I'll have one of their burgers, but I'll make sure that I bring along my own lettuce so I can wrap it in there. Anyway, until we talk again, you guys continue on having a great day. I'd love to see some of your comments below. You guys keep on that path. You know what? I see this more and more. No, it's not a simple thing to be healthy when you're in that moment and doing it. Or is it? Maybe we just need to get on that journey. Have a great day. We will chat soon.